settle in. If our quiet little nights are your thing, tap like, subscribe, and leave a sleepy little comment for me, because it truly helps me bring you new videos faster, and it means we get more evenings like this together. I close the door behind me with the gentlest click, and the corridor settles into hush again. Just the building's soft breathing through the vents. The office is dim and amber, desk lamps glowing like little islands. The city outside wrapped in deep blue with a few cold windows left awake. I find you where I knew you would be. Shoulders rounded, that stubborn spreadsheet still staring you down, as if numbers could outlast the night. I set a warm paper cup by your keyboard, the sleeve still toasty, steam curling in the light. I say your name like a secret, a smile tucked in the sound, and you look up, startled and then relieved, your eyes softening like you are already letting some of the day slide away. I booked our one-on-one after hours on purpose, you know. I wanted the quiet, the way the building turns gentle once everyone leaves, the way footsteps sound softer on the carpet, like the floor is holding its breath for us. No buzz of meetings waiting, no blinking notifications, just the two of us and the hum of the air and that little desk clock tapping out a slow rhythm. I shrug off my blazer and drape it on the back of your chair, then lean close enough just a little, enough for me to step into your space, not crowded, just near. The blinds are tilted down, and the street lights paint slow stripes across the carpet. I lower my voice, and it feels as if the entire floor lowers itself with me. The printer asleep, the conference rooms dim little aquariums, the elevator ding, now just a memory from a far hallway. You look up at me the way you do when you finish a line of code, or a paragraph, or an entire puzzle nobody else could see inside. That quiet pride you try to hide, but that I can hear in your breathing. You do not have to be impressive right now. You just get to be here with me. Let me make this easy. I roll your chair gently back and pat the arm so you swivel to face me. I tuck a stray strand of hair behind my ear as I sink onto the low couch against the wall. The one with the ridiculous scratchy throw the office bought because it matched a mood board. I pull a softer cardigan from my bag and spread it over the back of the couch. A private little cloud. And I pat the cushion beside me. You settle slowly, the muscles of your back talking to the cushion in a language of relief, the kind that makes me breathe deeper in sympathetic release. I press the warm cup into your hands and let you hold it. The heat, a small sunrise between your fingers. That's it. You do not have to explain anything. Your day can be a stack of folders, slowly sliding into a drawer somewhere in the next room. Right here. It is just your eyes, a little heavy, your smile, a little shy, and the quiet between us, comfortable like a favorite sweater. I touch your sleeve, then your upper arm, feeling the tension, that careful coil you wear like armor. I take my time, kneading with the pads of my fingers, tiny circles, the kind that do not need to prove anything, to be real. Your breath moves lower in your chest, slower, steadier, and I can feel you following the rhythm of my hands. I tell you something small, a tiny confession from earlier today, just to make you smile. I say that when you leaned over my desk to ask if I could review your draft, I forgot how to read for 3 seconds. My brain went blank, slips around both of us like a soft promise. My fingertips wander up the back of your neck, light and lazy, tracing the warm skin just beneath your hairline, then down again, a little slower. There is a small smile at the corner of your mouth that you try to hide, and I pretend I do not see it because I love that it is a secret we share even as it is happening. Your eyelids flutter. Outside, a bus sighs at a stop and then moves on, and the night returns to its quiet conversation. I have been thinking all day about stories that help your mind unspool, remembering how the best ones do not rush. The best ones move like lamplight. So I start one for you, here in the calm. I tell you about the first week I worked here, how the office plants looked like they were deciding whether to trust me, the way the view from the 17th floor made the river look like soft ribbon. I tell you about the day the thunderstorms rolled in and everyone rushed around closing windows, and you stayed behind at the corner office, watching the sky like it had just told you a secret, and you said you liked storms better when they stayed far away and spoke in velvet voices. You have always given the weather good manners. I think that is why the world behaves around you. I ease you deeper into the cushions, and my palm cups your jaw, guiding your head to my lap. If you want it there, the cardigan gathered into a padded cradle. I feel the warmth of you through the fabric, and it does something bright and quiet in my chest. My other hand combs slowly through your hair, gentle, patient strokes that run from crown to nape, over and over. A tide that never needs to ask permission because it moves with your breath. Is it okay if I keep stroking your hair? I wait for that much do you do it for everyone? Tonight, I am going to do it for you. My thumb maps slow, soothing arcs at your temple. My voice describes the smallest details, because small things are the ladder down into rest. The hiss of the heat coming on for the night, gentle like an exhale. The blinking router light across the room, steady like a heartbeat in the dark. The desk calendar turned to the last page of the month. The tiny square of the day we just lived, now folded into memory. The hallway exit sign bathing the corner in soft green. The world is an aquarium of calm, and we are in it, floating just beneath the top layer, looking up at the surface and deciding to stay here a little longer, where everything is slower and kinder. You are doing so well. Each breath spills a little farther, like you are pouring yourself into a shape that fits this moment perfectly. I tell you the things I have wanted to say and saved for hush, because some truths are shy and like to be said slowly. I tell you that the reason I booked this one-on-one for after hours is that the daytime version of me is too practiced at pretending not to want what she wants. I tell you that I have had a crush on the way your mind works, on the careful way you look at people when they need help, and the reckless way you light up when something is clever. I tell you that I feel better just being near you, that there is a rhythm you bring into the room that my body recognizes and relaxes into, like a favorite song at the perfect volume. You do not need to answer. Your hand finds my knee and rests there, warm and grateful, and I feel that current again, friendly and charged, melting and right. I lean over, close enough that my hair brushes your cheek, and I kiss the air beside your temple, just the hint of a touch, a promise of one if you want it, but not now, not while you are drifting so beautifully. I tell you that I love watching you take up space in your own life, ask me what I see for us, I would paint you a picture in hushed, careful strokes. I would say I see you arriving a little earlier some mornings, and me pretending I just happened to be there too. 2 coffees, one with your name on it. I would say I see small walks at lunch where we talk about silly things, like which cloud looks like a couch and which looks like a sleepy dog, and we circle the block twice because the time feels too good to end. I would say I see Friday evenings where we forget the clock on purpose, letting the office empty until it is just us again, sending each other tiny smiles that say, we planned this, and we will never admit it, and we love the game. My fingers draw soft circles at the base of your skull, and then drift down your neck, the gentlest touch, and I feel your breath follow, a wave that knows its path by heart. You are safe with me. You are more than enough. You do not have to hold anything up right now. You can let it all lean on the quiet, on me, on the night that is wide and patient and designed for rest. I am here. I am staying. I am not going anywhere. You are drowsy now, heavy and beautiful in the way that happens only when you let go. The lights blur at the edges, and your lashes rest against your skin like soft brush strokes. I talk you down the last few steps. Inhale, like pulling a warm blanket over your shoulders. Exhale, like setting a small weight down on a tidy shelf. Inhale, count to 3, slow and easy. Exhale, count to 4, a little slower, like time itself is wrapped around you and wants to move at your pace. Your chest rises, falls. The cushion cups your body. The cardigan remembers your shape and holds it tenderly. Even the air feels thicker, like honeyed night. I trace a single line down the center of your forehead, excelling at it, that your body knows what to do and is doing it perfectly. Drift. Let the breath do the work. Let your thoughts soften until they are just friendly shapes moving through a warm room. If a to-do list tries to knock, the door is already closed and a note is taped to it that says tomorrow. Right now is for quiet. Right now is for warmth. Right now is for the slow, sweet unspooling that leaves you lighter on the other side. My words turn to little feathers, light and steady, brushing your mind. You are cherished. You are safe. You are exactly where you should be. I hold you a little closer, pressing a whisper of a kiss to your hair, and I tell you to keep floating. The night can carry you. I can too. I'm going to fall even quieter now, my love, so you can drift without edges. I will sit here and be your gravity, soft and kind. If your breath catches, I will breathe with you. If your mind wanders, I will guide it back with a fingertip at your temple and a whisper that says home. If you wake for a moment, you will find my voice waiting, slow and low, like an old song in another room, patient and familiar, ready to sing you back down. And if, much later,